Sean here with the Family Outdoors. In this episode of Bushcraft for Beginners, we're going to be taking a look at your fire kit and what you should have in it. Stick around. Today we are going to be taking a look at making your very own fire kit. Inside your fire kit you're going to need a variety of items that are going to help you with combustion, as well as what materials to have to combust. You can see a kit comes with a plethora of different items, and we'll go through each one piece by piece. To start it off, the first item we're going to look at is cotton balls. Cotton balls are popular in almost everybody's fire kit. They're cheap, easy to get a hold of, and as long as they're in a waterproof container, they will take a spark extremely easy. It's a go-to when you're in the bush or learning how to use a ferro rod that people often start by using cotton balls. I often give this to beginning bushcrafters as an implement of choice to make them more comfortable when they're lighting their fire. You can see by the video here that they take sparks extremely easily and produce a good hot flame for a long enough duration to add natural tinder or kindling to them to get your fire going. It only takes one quick spark to ignite the cotton ball, and it burns for quite a while. It is really an excellent choice when you talk about adding something small with no weight at all to your kit to help you out when conditions are tough. The perfect complement to cotton balls is Vaseline. Although cotton on its own burns for quite an extended duration, by adding Vaseline this will greatly increase the length of the burn time of the cotton ball, and even for the most amateur fire makers this will be more than adequate to allow you to get a fire built quickly. All you need is a separate container with Vaseline inside. Vaseline doesn't matter if it gets wet, as it repels water, and there are also plenty of other uses you can have for it with it in your kit, such as dry skin and the like. But all you have to do is swab your cotton ball into it and set it on the ground, throw a spark to it, and it'll greatly increase the length time that the cotton will burn. I will leave the video run out just to show you guys how long it actually lasts. And this is with very, very little Vaseline on that cotton ball. Again, the cotton balls have no weight to them at all, and the Vaseline, if placed in a small container, as that's all you need, it goes a very long ways, can weigh next to nothing itself too. So to add these to your fire kit, they're almost a must-have. When you're talking bang for the weight, these things work, and they work great. You can see that you've already had plenty of adequate time to put on whatever tinder or kindling that you had chose by this point. It will burn for a very extremely long duration and is an excellent complement to the cotton. I would suggest anybody with making a fire kit to add this to it, as it is just a no-brainer that it will get you a fire the first time every time. Q-tips also have cotton on them and are an excellent choice to have in your kit. In this video you can see Danica lighting her very first fire with a ferro rod using a cotton ball. No fire kit is complete without waterproof and or stormproof matches. You can house these either in a hard container that is waterproof and will keep your matches dry, or if you don't have that luxury or choice, you can just place your matches inside something like a Ziploc bag. Although this isn't as good as a hard case, it'll do the same job, only for a shorter duration. Other items that can be added to your kit are items such as jute twine. You can buy these in large rolls and just peel off a hank of it and wrap it up neatly and put it into your fire kit. This is also a really great tinder that will take spark from a ferro rod really well and requires very little processing to get to the stage that you can use it, however is nice and clean in your kit. You can see here how easy it is to process the jute twine and get it down to something that will readily take a spark. Again, if this is kept in a Ziploc bag in your pack, it'll always be dry. And in conditions where you might not be able to find dry tinder, this can help you out a lot. Another item that you may or may not choose to have in your fire kit is a flint and steel. Although I do not recommend this for bushcraft for beginners, it is a nice piece of kit to play around with. And lighting fire with the flint and steel isn't nearly as hard as some people make it out to be. I choose to have this in my fire kit because I find it a very viable way of lighting fire. The choice is completely up to you. As you progress throughout your bushcraft learnings, I'm sure it's something that you will choose to use. If you choose to have a flint and steel in your fire kit, you are also going to need char cloth and or charwood. Although I recommend to anybody to have charwood in their pack anyways, as it takes a spark really quickly and really easy from any sort of striking implement and can save you in a situation where you are struggling to get fire going. These are a necessity if you add flint and steel to your kit. Another form of striker that you may choose, and I would definitely suggest, is a ferro rod. Every bushcrafter should have a ferro rod in their kit, as it'll be your main source of getting ignition for your bushcraft fires. You can see by the video playing now how the combination of a ferro rod and a container of charwood can get you some real hot embers really quick. But what you'd like to do now is set a dry bundle of grass on top of this and gently blow to get a fire ignited. It's an excellent way to do it, and it is an extremely easy method that'll work for you. Another must-have in everybody's fire kit is fat wood. Fat wood can be found in the center of pine trees that are old and rotten. The resin collects in the spine and keeps it very dense, and you end up with a very resinous block of wood. To use fat wood, take the fat wood and process it down into a fine powder with either the spine of your knife or the striking implement of your ferro rod. Once in dust form, it'll take a spark right away from your ferro rod. Of course, no fire kit would be complete without a simple Bic lighter. This can get you out of a sticky situation in no time. So in recapping our fire kit, let's take a look at the contents that we have for a final time. In a dry Ziploc bag, we have Q-tips, a lighter, and jute twine. All of these are excellent additions to your kit and take up very little space but are very useful. We also have stormproof matches that we put in our Ziploc bag. My flint rock for my flint and steel. It doesn't need to be in the bag, but I choose to keep it in there anyways. Fat wood. Inside this container we have some char wood and some char cloth for the flint and steel. There's the steel striker. Waterproof matches in a waterproof container. Vaseline and cotton balls. My emergency ferro rod, which always stays in the kit in case I lose my main one. And that's the fire kit, folks. That'll help you out lots. It's all you need for a basic kit and then some. Obviously stuff like the flint and steel aren't necessary, but I would suggest keeping the charwood in there regardless. That's a look at your very first fire kit, should you choose to make it. There are other things you can add, and a few items you could drop if you choose. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something new. Making a fire kit is fun and can give you a lot of experience in what you want to use and implement out in the woods. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. At the end of this short video clip, I've left a list of everything that you need for your basic fire kit. If you have any ideas or any subjects that you want to see covered in length for this Bushcraft for Beginners series, please feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll do our best to accommodate your needs. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, keep outdoors.